Hi, welcome to the Wolves and Sheep podcast. I'm Roberta Glass, and today I'm going off topic from this channel to talk to you about Wendy Williams and her 3-week vacation or absence from her talk show. Now, Wendy Williams is a talk show host who's known for her big breasts, who's known for her wigs, and she's known for her no-nonsense, straight talk, sometimes the truth hurts kind of gossip. Now, she announced on her show that she will be taking 3 weeks off on doctor's orders because she has been recently diagnosed with Graves' disease. Now, there have been many articles reporting on this fact. And what's wrong with it? Well, what's wrong with it is that Wendy Williams has been very open about her Graves' disease diagnosis, not recent, as early as 2010. Now, I just did a internet search on my favorite search site, GoDuckGo. That is not sponsored. It's just, I really like that search engine. And it pulled up right away on the first page. It pulled up an article, Wendy Williams talking about her Graves' disease, 2010. So why did our lazy press just reprint this lie as the truth? You know, it's ridiculous. And if you watch the show, it's called BET's Death Row Chronicles. And in that, she talks about this 3-week break that she's going to be taking. She lists all the Graves' disease symptoms. And she relates how, like, as if it's a light bulb moment. Oh, I was feeling that way, and now I know why. When in this article from 2010, she discusses, oh yeah, my eyes are popping out of my head, you know, I sweat a lot, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it's a interesting study in a giant lie to look at that video. You can see she's kind of chattering away. She starts talking about women's health and how women should get pap smears every 6 months, when I think the new guidelines are once every 3 years, you know, but Dr. Wendy knows best with her new every 6 months, and she's just like chattering away to try to sell this lie, and part of that is that her marriage is all right, and blah, 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 and she's a mother, and it goes on and on and on. So what does this have to do with true crime? Well, I'm not particularly interested in Wendy Williams, but what I am interested in is how the press sells us lies, prints lies, and never retracts them. So, in this case, something that they could have just looked up quite easily, they just print this as the truth, and they don't even print it like she says she has been recently diagnosed. It's like, she's been recently diagnosed. This is the new truth. So that anyone who now has a kind of proof of this lie being the truth, because it's been written up, but it was in this publication, and this publication, it has to be the truth. And so often it's not. And in the case of the West Memphis 3 or Amanda Knox, that has giant PR firms behind them. In Amanda Knox's case, her father said that they paid $1 million first thing to the PR agency, Grogerty, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, Gogerty Marat, and it was the best thing that they ever did. I'd have to agree with him, because these lies that PR agency has put out in the press go on to this day as if it's truth. So, everybody talks about fake news. I think it's not so much fake news as either news with an agenda or lazy news. So, why do I think Wendy Williams is taking this time off? And I'm just going to speculate. But one, it could be her marriage. There's been a lot of press about her open marriage, and there was a lawsuit, a very interesting lawsuit that had to do with a woman that worked for her and sexual harassment by Wendy Williams' husband and their kind of swinging lifestyle. And that Wendy Williams' husband has a mistress and wants a divorce. That could be. But I think the more compelling theory is that she has had some kind of lapse or some kind of, with either her cocaine addiction or behavioral problem, and she has either developed a new addiction to a different substance or she has lapsed back into her old addiction. And the reason why I think that is more likely is, one, she says in this long rambling part of her show where she talks about her break, she says, I feel high but not high. And I think that if you listen closely, even when people are lying, they can sometimes, the truth seeps out. And I listened to that and I thought, interesting, noted. She feels high. That is one of the reasons why she's taking a break off. Secondly, it's 3 weeks. It could be a 21-day rehab that she is either being forced to, being sent to by the producers of the show, or I'm not even sure if she's one of the producers, but there are people higher up than she who insure her. And when you have an addiction, you are a medical liability. And you're also can be a behavioral problem to your fellow workers. So I think that she has been forced into this 3-week rehab because she says, I'm not rich. What am I going to do if I don't work for 3 weeks? So it seems like she's not happy with this break. And she said to the doctor, what? I can't take 3 weeks off. And it sounds all like what you tell somebody when you don't want to go to rehab. That's what it sounded like to me. I may be wrong. This is just a guess. It's not fact. It's not truth. It's just a guess by listening to her own words. I have not observed her behavior. Other people have said that she has acted high on the show. I don't watch the show regularly enough to, make that observation. And I'm not even sure if I could tell the difference between someone glassy-eyed from drugs and someone glassy-eyed from lighting or eye drops or anything else, So that is my opinion. I'm going to really try to keep this super, it's not even a podcast. It's just like a little nugget. I really value your comments. I enjoy debate. I enjoy discussion. If you agree, disagree with this, please leave a comment down below and let's talk about it. Thanks again for listening.